What if everything you've been told about the meaning of life is wrong? What if success, wealth, and fame, everything society tells you to chase, still leave you feeling empty? Leo Tolstoy, one of the greatest literary minds in history, had everything. He was rich. He was famous. His books were celebrated across the world. But despite it all, he fell into a deep, soul-crushing existential crisis. He searched for answers in philosophy, science, religion. But the truth, he found it where he least expected. And today, we're going to uncover Tolstoy's ultimate revelation, one that might just change the way you see life itself. To understand Tolstoy's search for meaning, we have to start at the beginning. Born into a noble Russian family in 1828, Tolstoy had every privilege imaginable. Yet, he didn't fit the mold of a wealthy aristocrat. He lived recklessly, gambling, drinking, and even fighting in duels. But beneath the surface, something wasn't right. He wrote in his diary about feeling lost, as if he was living someone else's life. Then came war. Serving in the Russian army, Tolstoy witnessed death up close. He saw young men, some no older than 18, cut down in battle. Changed him. It made him question, what is the point of all this? Why do we live if we are just going to die? By the time Tolstoy had written War and Peace and Anna Karenina, he was considered one of the greatest authors in history. He had a family, a massive estate, worldwide admiration. Yet, something terrifying haunted him. No matter how much he accomplished, he felt that life was meaningless. He wrote, "Is there any meaning in my life that will not be destroyed by my inevitable death?" He became so tormented by this question that he even contemplated ending his own life. Think about that. A man who had everything, who had reached the pinnacle of success, felt that none of it mattered. It was a crisis that nearly broke him. Determined to find an answer, Tolstoy searched everywhere. He turned to science, but it only described life, it didn't give it meaning. He turned to philosophy, but the great thinkers all seemed to disagree. Nietzsche said life had no inherent meaning, that we must create our own. Schopenhauer believed life was nothing but suffering. Pascal argued that faith alone could fill the void. But then Tolstoy made an astonishing realization. It wasn't the philosophers or intellectuals who had the answer. It was the ordinary people, the peasants, the farmers, the simple folk, who seemed to live without this torment. Despite their hardships, these people found joy. Why? Because they had something Tolstoy didn't: faith in something greater than themselves. Tolstoy realized that the meaning of life wasn't found in wealth, success, or even great intellectual thought. It was found in how we live, in the love we give, in serving others, in embracing simplicity. He renounced his wealth. He embraced a life of humility, advocating for love, compassion, and spiritual awakening. He wrote, "The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity." And for the first time, he found peace. Tolstoy's crisis isn't unique to him. Today, we chase money, success, fame, but does it truly fulfill us? Are we ignoring the deeper question, what is life really about? Maybe Tolstoy was right. Maybe life's meaning isn't something we find, but something we create by how we choose to live, through love, through service, through connection. So ask yourself, how will you live? If this resonated with you, let's keep the conversation going. Drop a comment below. What do you think is the meaning of life? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, your life is yours to create.